Do you think that Mark Kincaid from Scream 3 could possibly be revealed as a Ghostface in Scream 7? That's the theory we're going to get into today. I'm Pamela, welcome back to my channel. This is all just for fun. I'm not saying that I actually believe this is what's going to happen. I just like to theorize and have fun with it and consider all possibilities because anything is possible and pretty much anything can happen in these movies. Before we get into it, please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future posts. I'm going to be doing a series of theories on different Scream characters and how they could possibly be Ghostface in the new Scream movie. I already did a theory video for Danny Brackett, and today we're getting into Mark Kincaid. You can also follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So as we know, Mark Kincaid was first introduced in Scream 3. He was the detective working on the Ghostface case. And we later learned in Scream 5 that him and Sidney got married. So if Sidney returns in Scream 7, which I do think there's a good chance we're going to see Sidney again, Mark Kincaid could possibly come back into the story. And Patrick Dempsey, who plays Mark, is making a return to horror. He's going to be in the new Thanksgiving slasher movie that's coming out this month. So the fact that he's going to be in a new horror movie, I think could increase his chances of returning to the Scream franchise. Now, Mark Kincaid was a bit of a red herring in Scream 3. He has a few suspicious little moments. And if you guys didn't already know, there were going to originally be 2 killers in Scream 3. That's how the script was written, with 2 killers in mind. And it was originally supposed to be Angelina Tyler, but then the studio decided that they just wanted 1 killer. But if you watch a lot of the scenes in Scream 3, you can tell that it was shot with 2 killers in mind. For example, when Sidney's getting chased on the set of Stab 3, it's very clear that there were supposed to be 2 killers present. She gets chased into the house and then Ghostface all of a sudden pops out from inside the house. And a lot of people think that Roman did have a secret second partner, being Angelina, and he just happened to kill her before the big reveal at the end. But instead of Angelina, do you think Roman's secret partner could have been Mark Kincaid? The number one thing in Scream 3 that makes me suspect Kincaid is the fact that the whole movie, Ghostface wants Sidney's number. He's trying to figure out where Sidney is and how to reach her. In the opening scene of Scream 3 with Cotton, he asks Cotton, "Where's Sidney?"
"Where's Morgan's daughter, Sidney?"
And of course, Cotton doesn't tell him, and that's why Cotton dies.
"You should have told me where Sidney was. Now, you lose."
And then later in the movie, Kincaid uses Dewey's phone. And then the very next scene, Ghostface calls Sidney. How did Ghostface all of a sudden know how to get into contact with Sidney? And Dewey even calls Kincaid out for this. They're trying to figure out how Ghostface got Sidney's number.
Do you have any idea how he could have gotten your number?
Boy. Has anyone else ever used your phone?
Just Jennifer. And you.
Hey, I'm the cop here. You're in my office, Riley.
So did Kincaid get Sidney's phone number from Dewey's phone? Another question that I have is, where was Kincaid from the year 2000 to 2011, between the events of Scream 3 and Scream 4? Like I said, we learn in Scream 5 that Sidney and Mark are married, and that wasn't the case in Scream 4. And we can assume that Sidney was not with him in Scream 4 and she was single, because Rebecca says that Sidney needs to get laid.
The problem with Sidney is that she never gets laid.
So how did Mark and Sidney reconvene and get together? What was he up to for all those years? Also in Scream 3, Sidney asks Kincaid, "What's your favorite scary movie?" And he leans into her all weird, gets so close to her and says, "My Life." Sidney also suspects him for a moment, asking him why he was put on this case.
Did you request this case? No, they didn't put me on this case.
So even Sidney suspects him briefly. And I know they've done the boyfriend thing before. Billy was revealed as the killer. Richie was revealed as the killer. But if Mark Kincaid is revealed as Ghostface, this would be a little different because Sydney married the guy. She started a life with him. They have kids together. This would be far worse of a betrayal because she really trusted him with her life and her kid's life. Obviously, this would be terrible for Sydney to go through. And now I'm not saying that I want this to happen because Sydney does deserve a happy ending and to have a happy life. But could you just imagine the betrayal and the shock if Kincaid was later revealed? Now, I do think that Kincaid could possibly be the opening kill for Scream 7. And that could be a good way to get Sydney involved in the story again, because if Ghostface kills her husband and the father of her children, she'll want to get revenge. She'll want to come back and hunt down Ghostface. Now, imagine if Kincaid is killed and Sydney's later going through his belongings and she discovers something that makes her then figure out that he was a past Ghostface. That would be a big betrayal also because then she can't even confront him and ask him why, because he's dead. Maybe another Ghostface will kill him off the way that Bailey killed Ethan and Jason in Scream 6. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Thanks again for watching. Please leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this. Please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. You can also follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video.